Well, it's a new year, and many times people want a fresh start with a new job. Well, OhioMeansJobs Allen County could help you out. And joining us today, we have Trent Wise. He's Business Services Manager with OhioMeansJobs Allen County. We're going to talk about job seeker services. So thanks for coming today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We know you guys are here, and you're here to help, but kind of let's walk through the process. What happens when, we get in contact with you and say, hey, I need help, I need to find a job? What happens?
Absolutely. Well, at that first appointment, a lot of things can happen for our job seekers. Initially, we're going to take a look at your resume and see how that's doing. If you're not getting any hits on it, can we enhance that with maybe some keywords or something? We'll take a look at your cover letter, see if we can help you out with that if you're excited about a specific position in general. We'll take a look at your social media presence. We'll get you all assigned on OhioMeansJobs.com, where employers can reach out to you, and that's a medium that we utilize to help you apply to jobs down the road as well. So we do a lot of those things. We can also help with like maybe LinkedIn if that's relevant for positions that you're looking for. Can we create a presence on there for you? We also do what's called an AccuMax assessment. So with that, we can kind of take a look and see how are you wired. So what position would work well for you? Are you somebody who likes to work alone versus in a team? Or are you somebody who prefers a regimented schedule? So we take a look at that as well to help identify what jobs you'd be a good fit for. And then from there, we give you direct referrals to employers.
All right. So sometimes I assume people do come in and like, I don't know really what I want to do. I'm just not that excited right now. But, so is that where that one assessment really helps out?
Exactly. That assessment helps. And we also have a lot of resources on OhioMeansJobs.com where we can kind of explore like career pathways. Maybe you want to be in the healthcare field, but you're not exactly sure what position you want to get into. So we can take a look at, what jobs are offered here, what the pay's looking like, what kind of certifications and education level you may need, and get the ball rolling on some of those things.
Yeah, what if you come in and you're like, well, I want to be that nurse, but you don't have enough education? Then can you drive them in the right direction to like, okay, here, these are the programs you need to take, and then you can get this job?
Absolutely. We can get them in the right direction. We can take a look at, what exactly is offered in the area and see if there's something that maybe we can help out with funding-wise. Yeah, we can definitely take a look at what's offered here in the education levels and get you hopefully put in some of those positions.
Let's go back to the very beginning, because what if someone's never really put together a resume, or the resume is like, 30 years old or something like that?
Right, yeah. In today's day and age, there's all kinds of resume platforms and all kinds of different ways to submit resumes. So that is something we see, especially if you've been out of the job market for a while. There is what's called applicant tracking systems now. So you do need to have those keywords for some of those positions so that recruiters can even see you. Actually, fun fact, recruiters only spend about 6 seconds looking at resumes nowadays.
Really?
Yeah. So
what about that cover letter then? Because that was always, it's so important to have that cover letter.
Maybe a little longer on the cover letter. Obviously, it depends on the position, but there's so much volume now in terms of accessibility to these positions. So resumes are important, so you have a small amount of time to make that first impression, but our career consultants are good at, realizing what needs to be on those resumes for you.
And you talked about social media presence. I know we think, okay, we got to be really careful because they're looking at what do you mean by that? Are they looking at, oh, they just posted something political, they just posted something negative, they're depressed or something like that? What do you look at?
Absolutely. Employers are definitely screening social media platforms these day and age, so you want to make sure your branding is consistent across all your platforms. Obviously, you want to be professional on there. Anything you put on there is definitely can be looked at prior to your interview, so we do kind of take a look at those things, and we advise our job seekers, hey, maybe we should be a little more professional, or maybe we should lean towards this. Especially on LinkedIn too, it's just a good way to network on there too, so make sure that kind of aligns with your branding as well.
So you guys get us all settled in, and then there's job choices out there, and do you help with that too? Prep them maybe for an interview once you figure out, okay, this is the kind of job you need. Yeah,
we like to say we're your job coach for life, so after that initial process, we follow up with you actually on a weekly basis until you find something. So we'll send positions your way, make sure it's something that aligns with what you're bringing to the table, of course, and something that you're interested in. Then we'll get you referred right directly to the employer. And then even after you find a position, we'll follow up with you just to make sure that you like it and see if there's any maybe incentives we can offer you to maintain employment. Maybe we can offer, tools or uniforms or transportation just to help you out along the way.
Oh, you guys really are following everyone and making sure they get that right job.
Yes, we are. We try to.
Yeah. That's really cool to know this process. Thanks for coming today and telling us about it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, don't go away. We'll look up the weather forecast next.